Hey everyone, this is Overlord73 from GameAnyone.com. As you can all no doubt see, I'm back now after my short break. Just recently moved house, if anybody wasn't aware. So I've been offline now for several weeks. Haven't done any walkthroughs for a while. While I've been off, I grabbed this game, which is Blue Toad Murder Files, off the PlayStation Store. It's a bit of a murder mystery type game. If anybody's familiar with the board game Cluedo, it's sort of along those lines. There's quite a lot of dialogue within the game itself, so I shan't be commentating too much as I play through this. But there's 6 episodes in total. First episode is Little Riddles Deadly Dilemma, and that's the one we'll be taking a look at today.
Welcome, one and all, to the Blue Toad Murder Files. I am the narrator, and I will be your guide on this adventure as you explore the mysteries of Little Riddle. 1, 2, 3, or 4 players. How many this time?
I shall just be playing alone, because I'm Billy No Mates today.
Choose your Blue Toad detective. Despite her refined appearance, Hannah Dakota can apparently rope and tie a steer. Champion of logic and fine cravats, Lambert Vandenbosch. Many foolish criminals have underestimated Miss Marjorie Maple to their cost.
I think we'll go with Marjorie Maple. She seems a bit of a sweet old dear.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Little Riddle, the quintessentially quaint English country village, sitting safely, silently, securely, in a secluded summery idyll of rural predictability and neighborly conformity. Pick a location and press X to go there. It's that easy.
It's that easy, but the only location we've got is the train station, so let's press the X.
Your visit here to Little Riddle is something arranged for you by Mother, the administrator of the Blue Toad Agency. After the stresses of your most recent case, it has been decided that you need a holiday. Though you resisted the very concept, Mother is not to be argued with. Stepping down from the train, you watch with some disquiet and foreboding as the puffing conveyance steams slowly away. Hunger and thirst drag you from your gloomy reverie, and you cast around for someone who may assist in procuring victuals. On the station platform, you spy an old woman locked in a rather one-sided conversation with a member of the staff. The station master sees you approach and is more than happy to leave the old woman jabbering away whilst he assists you.
Oh, yes, tell you what, you get your bags together and... Hey, now, haven't you been here before? I'm sure I recognise... Oh, now then, I remember. Just you wait there, half a mo.
The station master scuttles off, returning moments later with the morning's newspaper. Unfortunately, your reputation precedes you once again.
Here we are then, I thought as much. Blue Toad Agency triumphs. So, what's all that about then? You work for a zoo or something?
With a sigh, you take the newspaper from him and explain about the agency and your position therein. The station master wants to know more about the Blue Toad Agency. Can you correctly name each detective?
We'll give it a go. So basically we've got the names down there right hand side, and we've just got to label up each character, which is nice and simple when you know the answer.
Let's find out how you did. Splendid. What, finished already? Oh, and aren't you the smug one? No mistakes. Well done. Please take this moment to look as smug as possible.
Okay, I'm sitting here looking smug now. Okay.
Oh, detectives, is it? Well, there you are then. Still mustn't hold you up any longer. I'd offer you the hospitality of our own tea room, but apparently us having one is not in the town's best interest. Confounded mayor. I suggest you visit the town hall. They can direct you to the best the village has to offer. Oh, and welcome. Welcome to Little Riddle.
Yes, welcome to Little Riddle. Let's go to the town hall, shall we?
The station master suggested a visit to the town hall. Maybe here you will find something to stave off the imminent onset of starvation and dehydration. Directions to a quality tea shop would do, and thankfully, it seems someone is more than keen to help you.
Hail and hello, good people. I am the mayor of Little Riddle, the quaintest, quietest, and quite categorically safest village in the whole of... Ah!
Dun dun dun!
The mayor lies dead, his rotund body collapsed at your feet. Leaping into action, you spot the poor man has dropped a diary. You grab this vital clue just in time for... "Step back there, please. Give him some air," says the constable arriving on the scene. You tell him that the situation is more serious than he realizes. "What? Dead? But he's the mayor. I'll have to call the inspector. You're all witnesses." Leaving the constable with your name and an assurance that you will not leave town, you turn your attention to the mayor's diary. The mayor's diary appears to be in code. Can you decipher it and fill in the spaces with the correct letter?
I don't know. Can we? Looking good to me.
What will the ducks reveal? Correct you are. What, finished already? No mistakes made too, you great big swat. Olympian intelligence deserves an Olympian reward.
It actually deciphers 2. I met the doc and told him I was mad that I got the wrong pills, for anybody that didn't have a chance to work it out.
Deciphering the diary, you learn the following. Apparently the mayor had recently met and argued with 4 people. A meeting yesterday with the miller had not gone down too well. And the jeweller, he writes, had been constantly complaining about a late payment. The mayor had recently flown into a rage with the doctor when he had been given the wrong medicine. And the station master also had a confrontation with the mayor, although he doesn't write what this was about. 4 suspects, one of whom is the murderer. The chase is on. Listen carefully to what you're told. Pay attention to the facts as they emerge. By the time this story is over, observant detectives will know who it was that murdered the man. Will you be one of them? It would seem that you have a murder to solve. One which will inevitably require great feats of deduction and observation. But are you paying sufficient attention? Before you interview the 4 suspects, let me see if you're able to answer these questions.
What was the colour of the train that brought you to Little Riddle? That was green. The station master implied that he'd argued with the mayor over what? A tea room. By whom was the holiday to Little Riddle arranged? By Mother. Who did the constable say he was going to call? The inspector.
Either you are the reincarnation of Sherlock Holmes, or these questions are too easy. Wonderful work, either way you look at it. Let's continue with your investigation and visit the 4 suspects.
Right, now we have the choice.
There may be more than one place you need to visit. You can press left and right to explore the other possibilities.
Yeah, as I was going to say, now we've got the choice of going to the different areas to see the 4 different suspects. Well, I think I will do them all in order. Just because.
At the windmill, you tell the miller of the day's egregious events, pointing out his link to the dead man.
Sir, that's terrible. I saw him this morning. The clerk at the town hall will tell you. The mayor had forgotten all about our meeting. Maybe that's why he said it was odd. I can't... Dead?
All well and good. However, where was the miller when the mayor was murdered?
Me? Oh, I've been here, watching the sales mostly. Odd, really. I just noticed. I think one of them is different from the others. Hard to tell with them turning like that, working like they've always done.
You look to the sales. Is the miller babbling nonsense to cover his guilt, or just babbling? A mystery for sure. The miller believes that one of his windmill sales is different from the rest. Can you work out which one it is?
Let's see if we can. Oh, all those little squares and they all look the same. It must be C though.
Did you show intellect or idiocy? Correct. All wrapped up already? Great heavens! With nary a hiccup. Well done. You deserve so much more, but this will have to do.
I thought as much. Wonder why I never noticed it before. It's not like anything's changed. This old place is working just the same as ever. I'm sorry about the mayor. He was a good sort. I'm sorry. Very upsetting. I must be getting back. Very upsetting, all of this.
His innocent enigma solved, the miller, clearly upset by the news, returns to his work. You too must return to your duties.
Right, let's go off to the doctor's surgery now.
The mayor had been angry at the doctor about something. You visit him at his surgery and ask him if he had met the mayor on this fateful day.
Yes, I saw him this morning. He came here to complain about the medicine he'd been given. Quite furious he was, as he'd been up all night. hardly my fault, though. I mean, the chemist misread my note. Look, here, I have a copy. I mean, how could anyone misread that?
Blast these doctors and their illegible notes. Can you make sense of his note and work out what he meant?
Doctor's handwriting, always a nightmare to read. So basically, the words are just doubled up, jumbled up. We've just got to unjumble them and find the correct word, basically. That should be that.
Are you marvelous or moronic? That's the one.
Awesome stuff.
My, weren't you in a hurry? No mistakes made too, you great big swat. Olympian intelligence deserves an Olympian reward.
Great big swat, indeed.
Anyway, I had to drive out first thing to pick up a new prescription from the pharmacy in the next village. Infernal nuisance. Dropped it in with the town hall clerk. I say, what's all this about? Why are you so interested?
He doesn't take the news of the mayor's demise at all well.
He couldn't have. I mean, dead. I don't believe it. It's not... Oh, please, get out. I have to try and find out what's happened. See if I can help.
And with that, it's time to seek for answers somewhere else.
Off to the train station, see the controller.
At the station master is still listening to the old woman drone on. When you interrupt, he leaps at the chance of some assistance.
Here, please help me out. See if you can make out what she's on about. We're supposed to be finding her bag. Come on, lend an ear.
This old woman is going to describe her suitcase. Listen carefully, then try to select the correct one.
Right you are.
Well, his way of doing things isn't much better. Oh, now that reminds me. Do you know what she said when I showed her that case? Oh, little thing it is, too. Well, I never did. She said it reminded her of the time when Bob, that's her Bob, not the other one. Oh, now that's a thing. Her one, not the other one, helped me along to the station with it. Said it was very heavy for a little thing like me, which is a bit of a cheek if you ask me, which he didn't. Well, she didn't give him no warning and him with a dicky back. Not that it stops him lifting a glass, don't you know? Just the other night he did, which reminds me.
Did you show intellect or idiocy? On the button.
On the button.
All wrapped up already? Great heavens! No mistakes made too, you great big swat. Well done. Please take this moment to look as smug as possible.
Yeah, still looking smug.
Quietly, the station master takes you to one side. There you tell him the terrible news of the mayor's murder and his connection to the crime.
Did you say? Oh, well, that's a turn up for the books and no mistake. And you're right, we did have a little disagreement about a cafe here at the station, but he was going to look into the matter again.
Having apparently been trapped by the old woman for hours, the news leaves the station master shocked and stunned. Time to move on.
Just the last place now to the jewellery shop.
The mayor's diary contained a very final demand for payment from the jeweller. You find the local grapevine has beaten you there. can I help you? I'm sorry, I just had the terrible news. The mayor, he... Faced with the fact that her forceful demand for money ties her to the crime, the jeweler quickly explains. No, the mayor settled his account. See, here in the ledger. He was always forgetting things. Not that he would admit it. Oh, that poor old soul. You'll have to excuse the state of the book. I can't quite seem to get the hang of your money. Dollars and cents are so much easier. Looking to determine the truth of the matter, you examine the jeweler's accounts book. The jewelry shop owner is going to show you her ledger. Can you add the figures and find out how much the mayor owed her?
Quickly get the old calculator out. Not. Yeah, that looks about good.
How did you do? Aha! Correct! What, finished already? Oh, and aren't you the smug one? No mistakes. Look around you and be comforted. You are better than they.
Mathematical genius. Not.
It seems the jeweler was mistaken. Well, I never. He did still owe me money. A whole half penny. Oh, hardly worth mentioning. Oh, how awful. Please, I just need to be alone. Please. Leaving the jeweler to her grief, the focus of the investigation moves elsewhere. You have now met and spoken with the 4 suspects. Did you learn anything important? And were you paying attention? Let's see if you can answer these questions.
Hey, what did he say? Look into the matter again. The town hall clerk. The chemist did misread the prescription. And the jeweler came from the good old US of A.
That clean sweep of questions puts you most resoundingly in my good book.